first. So let me look it up. All right, cool. So we already know the first thing we do. We're gonna look at news, see what's coming up in news tomorrow. And I'm checking my FS book. I see Euro already dropped. We're not even gonna mess with Euro because Euro has some release late tonight. And then of course in 2 more hours, well not in 2 more hours, but in 4 more hours, Euro release again. So that's kind of when the market started moving around that time. So Euro got too many news. So we ain't trading none with Euro tomorrow. Let's look about USD. USD. You know, we can kind of if we'll look at a couple USD. We'll look at a couple USD. CAD, we definitely can look at CAD. Don't release until like 8 o'clock in the morning. So that's about it. So let's go ahead and look, see what we got going on. We can look at we can look at a little USD. USD shelf not showing anything. Let me start at a minute and 30. Now, even if this drop, it could sell, but what I don't like is I always like for the hour to show the same thing a minute and 30 showing. So, I mean, me personally, I wouldn't get anything right now with USD shelf. But, you know, I wouldn't personally because I like the minute and 30 and the hour to show the same thing. But if that red line do drop on a minute and 30, you could get in for a sale. Let's say USD shelf for a potential sale.
Trey, when the news come out for USD?
It came out, but it came out already. I don't know what time it came out though. It came out tonight, but I don't know what time. But tomorrow USD don't come out until like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, all right.
So that's all we looking. I know it's on the on this it says release the day though, but we'll say USD for a potential sale. When the market start moving in the morning. But again, we want that red line to drop on a minute and 30 since we already got the TK crossover. But I don't know how far it is from the phone. It looked pretty far from the computer. Let me check on the phone real quick. It looked pretty far. It probably is pretty far. Let me see. Yeah, it's pretty far. So not only that, USD shelf, there's not anything. We ain't gonna say anything on USD shelf. Well, I put a potential sale, but again, I don't like how this Kijisen is so far away from his price. JPY released when JPY released to we ain't messing with now with JPY. No, let's look at USD CAD. Let's look at the hour. I don't see anything on USD CAD at all. So we gonna ignore that. Look at USD. Look at the hour. I don't see anything on USD. Look at GP shelf. Great Britain ain't in the news tomorrow, is it? Or shelf? No, it's not. I'm gonna make sure. I started at a minute and 30. It's not showing anything. Well, it's not showing anything at all. But now it's not showing that. I don't like how the Chico stand all up here. Scroll down. New Zealand. Below. Okay, cool. I can say. All right. Look at the hour. New Zealand not showing anything right now. So I can kind of cancel that out. Look at ICAD. ICAD could be a potential buy. We see a TK crossover right here above the cloud. See Chico span, that isn't a well Chico span, but of course we want to point all the way up. But the most important thing, we want this minute and 30 Kijisen to point up after this TK crossover. If we look on the hour did have a TK crossover coming out of the cloud. So of course, for this to go on the buy, we want two things to happen on the hour. We want this Kijisen to point up, and we want this Chico span outside of this cloud. This Chico span gets outside of this cloud, and the red line point up, it could be a buy. So we can say CAD for a potential buy. And if you got any questions, definitely feel free to ask. And definitely what I want everybody to start doing, like even if you're practicing and things like that on your demo account, always still take the trades that when you see them, because don't just get on the webinars just to see, but actually utilize this. So when you wake up tomorrow, see if it actually was a sale, see if it actually was a buy, and actually start taking it on your demo account. Because like I always tell you, demo and live, it's the same. Only thing different is your real money, but it's nothing different. Chef could definitely be a sale. I see a TK right here on the hour. You want, of course, the red line to point down. We look at the minute and 30. Of course, we want the key just in the drop. And I kind of like point this out every time I send it, just to make sure all the customers all understand this. Of course, you see a TK crossover did happen in the cloud. I always tell you wait until it happens outside of the cloud. But still, I want you to see something. Time this red line drop. You see exactly what happened. Time the red line drop just off this alone. Could have made a little $20, $21, $20, something of that nature. Wouldn't have been a lot, but off a dollar trade, $20. Let me see. They're about $21. So off a dollar trade, $20 is a lot. So we can say, well, our chef could be a potential sale, because I like this TK crossover on the hour. Let's go to Cash Chef. Same thing happened right here. I always like showing you all this, and I know I say it all the time. But TK crossover, after the TK crossover, you will not get into this trade until this red line drop, long drop. When this red line started long dropping, you could have gotten the trade right here. Boom. Even if you would have rolled it right here, you call $25 off a dollar trade. Or you could have honestly gotten the trade right up in here and rolled it down here. Call about $27. Let's look at what the hour was doing. See the same thing, the hour drop. Same thing, but this could definitely be this could be a sale only if one thing happened. I definitely want a TK crossover to happen somewhere. If another TK crossover don't happen, I definitely wouldn't get in that trade. But if the market go down, a TK crossover should happen on this hour somewhere. So go ahead.
CAD all in news tomorrow, right?
Yeah, it ain't in news until like 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm glad you had said that, because I made me remember something. After news gets released on the pair, now I told y'all, of course, like when news released late, like today you'll see USD, but that's not for tomorrow. Sometimes on the app, I don't know why I do that, but when news released late during the day, it says for the next day, but it's actually not. But remember, after news drop on a specific currency, do not trade that currency no more for the day. So after the CAD news drop, you don't want to trade any CAD pair, okay? Of course, CAD Chef could be a sale, but we need a TK crossover. I'm glad you asked me that, Patrick. As we go to New Zealand USD. That's not showing anything at all. And remember, this is not a buy, because this happened below the cloud. For a buy, we want a TK crossover to be above the cloud if this happened like this. So CAD, not showing anything. New Zealand USD, not showing nothing. And if y'all want to, we'll start looking at stocks and things of that nature, just to get y'all kind of familiar with that, to show you it's not different from currencies. Great Britain, Australian could definitely be a buy. We see a TK. It's in the cloud right here, but it's okay, because on the minute and 30 is right here. But we want the red line pointing up, but this is really too far away from price. So, but we definitely want the red line pointing up on the minute and 30. But we definitely want this red line pointing up on the hour. But like I say, this is too far away from price. But it could be a potential buy. And another thing I do want to point out, you want to wait until the minute and 30 and the hour both point up, especially with the price being this far away from the Keynesian. So we'll say Great Britain for a potential buy. And I definitely want y'all to let me know after the webinar. Don't hang up, man. Who all is on. Let me know if you're learning. Give me some feedback. I want to make sure everybody good. Because I want my, we want all customer profit. Like I'm real. This definitely could be a buy as well. Great Britain CAD. We see the TK crossover on the owl. Of course, we'll want the key to send a point up. And I'm looking on my phone. This is way too far though. This is way too far, especially on the phone. We want this key to send to catch all the way up. So honestly, either two things will happen. So this is so far. This key to send gonna have to point all the way up, or this price gonna drop down as catch this key to send. But we won't get in this until the minute and 30 and an hour point completely up before we get into a buy, because they're just too far away. So Great Britain CAD could be a buy, but once again, I don't like how the price is too far away from the keys.
Hey, I missed the last one you said that you called out. What was the last one?
Great Britain odd.
All right, cool.
Buy, but again, the keys is far away from that one as well. They must was in news today. That's not showing anything. We're gonna get that. The Zealand CAD. That's not showing anything as far as right now. Zealand Chef. That's not showing anything. Let's look at gold. We'll go with that. There we go. Gold not showing anything as well. We can look at let's look at some stocks or something. And that's what I was trying to show you, Drew, right? It's the same game, right? Y'all see as far as it's the same game. You see a TK crossover. The red line pointed up. And even if let me see what the minute and 30 was going at that time. So cool. That's why I always tell y'all wait until the minute and 30 and the hour point up. So we see this right here was June 19th, 22:30 hour. Red line pointed up right there. Let's look at the hour and see around that same time what happened. 22, was it June 19th? The 19th though. 22:30. Kind of around that time as well, you see the red line pointing up. But I'm telling right here, I like the TK crossover. And time the red line pointed up on the TK, after the TK. Let me see. Somebody got a question. I am finished.
No.
I had you on mute, Jay. On mute, Jay. You see after the TK crossover, the red line kind of pointed all the way up, not the slant, but pointed up. Right here alone, Drake. This right here was 153 pips, right? So if you would have took a $10 trade, you would have made $1,053. And that junk didn't really go nowhere. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's look at Facebook. Let's see. Same thing happened right here, right? You see the TK, red line went up. Let's see how many pips that is. Red line went up. Boom. That one number 26. It depends on what else pay good. I know Amazon. Let me see if I see a TK somewhere. A minute and 30 or something. We can kind of look at this one right here a little bit. We see the TK red line pointed up. Even if you would have got in a trade right up in here and read this out, it would have been 124 pips. So if you would have taken a $10 trade, you would have made $24.42. Or even right here, right? You see the red line. Oh, this was a TK. I didn't see this. TK crossover, red line pointed all the way up. Let's look how many what you would have. And it is 182 pips. So you would have took a $10 trade, like $10 times 182. That's how much money you would have made. So that's why I say learning stocks. Same thing as really currency. That's kind of it. Do anybody got anything? Oh, this right here pay as well. So this right here is like you trading the top 30 companies in the world in the United States. So and this thing paid lovely. You can practice on this, but you don't really want to trade this till you get experience. But I just want to show y'all that it don't matter what with our strategy. Once you learn the strategy, you're able to trade anything. So as you can see, the TK crossover happened, right? Time the red line drop after the TK. If you would have gotten a trade right here, you either got out the trade right here, right? This 120 pips, you know. So $10 trade, you'd have made 1,200. Just that easy. And it's the same thing, you know, nothing different. You got the TK crossover right here. After the TK crossover, you see exactly what happened. Price drop, you know, right here from right here. Again, that would have been 100. No, that actually would have been 1,000. And I got you. That would have been 1,000 and what did that say? 1,036. But actually, my bad. It would have been 1,036 pips you would have made. So you took $1 trade, you would have made $1,036. I think I did it wrong right here. I think I read the number wrong. Let me see. 1706. Yeah, you actually have made 1,100. That's a 1,100. 1,219. So if you would have took a $2 trade, a $1 trade, you would have made 1,219 just off this drop alone. And I mean, that's just how much money is trading this thing. So of course, you know, just learn the strategy and you'll be good. There's so much money to be made in this game, man. And without strategy, you can trade literally anything. But that's it for tonight. I'll call out the pairs we got again. We got USD shelf for a sale, odd CAD for a potential buy. We got odd shelf for a sale. We got CAD shelf for a sale. We got Great Britain odd for a buy. We got Great Britain CAD for a buy. And that's about it, man. Like I say, I do want y'all to do one thing for me. In the customer chat room, just let me know y'all learning. At least let me know y'all getting it. And always remember, every 7 days, watch out for a new set of videos because you will get them every 7 days. But I'll definitely talk to y'all soon. And don't forget to let me know something in that chat room to make sure everybody good. All right? But I'm out. Stop sharing.